We approve of the 13th Amendment, banned both slavery and forced labor. I got a bullseye.
My plan is to allow southern states to organize new governments and elect representatives to Congress. Each state will be required to abolish slavery and ratify the 13th Amendment.
We don't like Jonathan's plan.
After the conflict between Johnson and Congress, the struggle over Reconstruction led to direct clashes between the President and Congress during 1866. At issue were two laws and a constitutional amendment. Voicing alarm at the treatment of African Americans in the South, Congress passed the Civil Rights Act of 1866. It granted citizenship rights to African Americans and guaranteed the civil rights of all people except Native Americans. President Johnson vetoed the bill and another one extending the life of the Freedmen's Bureau. Congress voted to overturn both vetoes. Under the Constitution, a vetoed bill becomes a law if it wins the votes of 2/3 of each house. Both bills received enough votes to become a law. Congress also drew up the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, seeking to make sure that the Supreme Court did not strike down the Civil Rights Act. The amendment failed at first to win the approval of 3/4 of the states, but it finally was approved in 1868 after radicals took control of Reconstruction. The 14th Amendment says that all people born or naturalized in the United States are citizens. The amendment also declares that states may not pass laws that take away a citizen's rights, nor can a state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person the equal protection of the laws. Another provision declares that any state that denies a vote to any male citizen over the age of 21 will have its representation in Congress reduced. The provision was not enforced until the 1970s. The 14th Amendment became a powerful tool for enforcing civil rights. However, almost a century passed before it was used for that purpose.
I'll read it.
Because of the events that have just passed, the Radical Reconstruction started. And during the Radical Reconstruction, African Americans played an active part in the political life of the South. The Radical Reconstruction. Alright? But then, after the Radical Reconstruction, actually, the Radical Reconstruction was called the Radical Reconstruction because it was a hard reconstruction. And because it was such a hard reconstruction, it actually the 15th Amendment. It actually included the 15th Amendment, in which it let the African American males the right to vote. But then some whites became angry with that because they were feeling shut out of power and resorted to violence. They created a secret society called the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh my god! KKK! Oh, please no, please no! Ow, ow!
Stop. Let me take care of this.
revenge.
If you have a thirst, quench it all with Sprite. With the carbohydrates.
Hey, you also remember the guy we killed the other day behind the shed?
Oh yeah, good time.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, can I join? Just kidding.
And so Torin got what he needed. His revenge. Yeah.
24-year-old Corey Allen Funk walked into this Modesto quick stop hoping to rob it. He never expected a manager like Edward Petrosi.
Whoa! I said no, this is serious. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, this is serious. No, this is serious. No, this is serious. This is serious. Blonde, Bridget, nice. Blonde, Bridget, nice. Blonde, Bridget, nice. Bridget, this is serious. Hey, come on, get it. Hey, come on, get it. Hey, come on, get it. Get it, come on, get it. He went all the way to the ground, all the way to the ground. He went all the way to the ground, to the ground. I saw him dangerously nice, I saw him dangerously nice. God, no, don't do that to me. God, no, don't do that to me. God, no, don't do that to me. No, this is serious. He made me hurt him. He made me hurt him. This is serious.
Love that guy. This robbery happened a few weeks ago. The suspect, Corey Funk, was arrested in Fresno, charged with a string of robberies using the same knife. Edward doesn't consider himself a hero, just someone who knows how to protect himself and the store, and apparently did a pretty good job of that.
He had some skills there. He had some karate skills.